Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and you guys all know who's joining me again this week, the greatest co-hosts there are out there. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. How are you, Rich?
Pretty good. How's everyone tonight?
Doing good. What have you been up to, my friend, since Sunday?
Oh, nothing much. Just nursing a sick wife.
Uh-oh. What kind of sick? It ain't a flu crap,
Well,
is it?
she's can't speak very well. She's hoarse.
Oh, so you think it's...
I think she's got a cold. She got a little cough and had a fever the other night there, but now she's starting to lose her voice. So I hope she don't have laryngitis or strep throat or any of that bad stuff. I hope not.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's not that strep crap, but... Geez.
And I'm taking medicine just so I don't get it.
Smart move. Did you get sick this year, Rich?
Knock on wood.
You didn't, did you?
No,
knock
on wood.
Me either, knock on wood. Nope, you're right. This is true. It missed me. I better be quiet because it's not
I pretty much spent the whole winter
Yeah,
sick.
Kathleen, you stayed sick. You and Shad just kept bouncing it back and forth.
Because we have a lot of kids.
Yeah, true. That's what saves Rich, I guess. It's just Rich and the wife, right? So it's a little easier that way. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's better if you both get sick
I've been lucky
at once.
so far because usually when I get sick, I'm down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get rid of it natural. Usually medicine don't work on me.
Oh, man. Jeez. That's because you're so mean, Rich.
Yeah, I guess.
It's got to be what it is, right? Oh, mercy.
Yeah,
So
must
you
be.
haven't been doing nothing since Sunday but taking care of the wife, huh? No working on no
Yeah,
equipment?
nothing really. I mean,
Just getting all rested,
I'm to
getting ready?
broadcast to everybody anyway.
Yeah, just getting rested, getting ready for your dredging season. That's good.
Yeah, hey, I'm going over everything, make sure everything's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think I'm pretty much ready. I just need to get some extra gear, extra nuts and bolts and wing nuts and all that packed and start getting some of my stuff lined around. And
you
might do some cleaning out of the garage and my hunting room and maybe get rid of some stuff I don't need for yard sale here in June.
Oh, yard sailing. Oh,
Usually have like a community yard sale every year, so
mm-hmm.
a bunch of junk I can probably get rid of. No prospecting stuff, but just basically other stuff.
No, you don't ever want to get rid of your prospecting stuff.
No.
Oh, mercy. Well, I'm glad you made it, brother, and I hope the wife feels
thanks
better.
for having me.
Tell her to get better soon, and
Yeah, I hope so.
keep doing a good job taking care of her, buddy. Awesome.
All
Thank you
right.
for being here. Also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. How are you, Kathleen?
Good. You caught me mid-yawn. Sorry.
Are we boring you?
No, now everybody's going to yawn out there. You just wait, because I
Yep.
just yawned.
Yeah, probably. Now, how's the new koi doing since Sunday? Are they all acclimated?
Because it got cold again,
Mm-hmm.
they're hiding.
Really?
All 10 of them now are in that stupid little bucket tunnel I made.
They're all in
It's
there
like two
keeping warm.
5-gallon buckets stuck together.
And they're all
like a-
staying in that?
And they're all in there, all 10 of them.
Wow. Wonder why they all pack in that one little thing.
I guess that's their house.
No, maybe it's koi home. I don't have a clue.
Well, when we put them in the pond, when we got them back from the koi farm, they swam around for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, all the other koi came out of the tunnel and swam around with them, and then brought them into the tunnel.
Really?
So I have not seen them since.
Wow. Well, that's very interesting.
I don't understand koi behavior.
Not yet. You will.
I said just keep buying more until we figure out how many can no longer stay in there.
In that bucket. Right, that's the trick. You got to pack that bucket up, and then you're okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that they have a habitat safe from predators, because
Yeah.
we do live next to a state park,
Mm-hmm.
and I do see, like, predatory birds flying around.
Oh yeah, them things could be bad for them pretty koi. They probably
especially
spot
a
them.
blue heron.
Oh yeah, man.
And then we had asked the koi pond or the koi farm owner about him, and he had one year, and he said just all his fish disappeared.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You keep an eye out for that then. That's not good.
But I'm hoping the 5 German Shepherds that come
should
out
be a deterrent.
acting all crazy will deter them.
It should be. It should be a great deterrent to keep them rascals out there. What the heck? Man, that's just crazy. You don't want that. Not with them fancy new koi. I was just wondering if they accumulated real good to the pond and they're happy fish now, but
so far so good. I didn't see anything floating around.
That's a good sign.
Knock on wood.
Well, because I was thinking about because today actually at work we cleaned our little koi pond out and we found our fish.
Oh, they were live?
No, they weren't.
Oh,
No.
it got too cold.
I guess I thought, well, maybe they'll warm up, but they didn't. They were. I thought they were gone. I thought somebody stole them last year because I couldn't find them in there. And we cleaned it out today and found them. And I was like, oh, they didn't make it. They were Walmart goldfish, but
well, it's been a horrible winter.
It was, yeah.
My magnolia tree, all the leaves got burnt, so it's just a bare tree, and I'm really upset because I love my magnolias.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful when they bloom.
Oh, they smell so good. Mm-hmm. And I will miss all these flowers when I move to Arizona.
Oh, because they don't have all that fancy
Not
stuff
the flowers
there, do they?
I grow, but I get to learn a whole new style of gardening.
Yeah, true. Desert
and I've
landscaping.
already scoped out the plants when we go out there. Like, oh, I want that. I want one of those. I want one of those.
I think
that's called Everything Dies.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, hey, Scott. Happy birthday.
Thank you much.
Happy birthday, Scotty boy.
Yeah, so last week at this time we were in Arizona. Mm-hmm. It was warm.
Yeah.
And it's like, I had to wear boots again today.
It was cold again this morning.
And I had gotten a pedicure so I could wear open-toed shoes.
That's over.
No, didn't happen.
Nope, that's done. Right?
In Arizona I did, but not here.
Now, if the rumors are true, next week's supposed to be warm. All week.
Yes.
So maybe spring is coming next week to Ohio. Maybe.
Let's hope.
Did you guys get any new snow?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know Fort Wayne, Indiana got it. It made our news.
Yeah, we got it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's been like a daily thing. You get some snow. What was it? Yesterday morning they were salting the roads.
Yeah. We had 70, almost 80-degree weather on Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
And then it just like, we're just kidding.
Yeah. No spring for you today.
Not today. No spring for you.
Yep.
Next.
Yep. That's exactly what it's been. It's been nuts, Scott. But
so Scott, how old are you?
Oh yeah.
46, I think.
You're a youngster.
I was born in 72.
Oh, you're older than I am, so hee. I'm not the oldest anymore.
No, Tim wins that.
Oh, that's right. No, when Ron was on the show, it was Ron.
Right.
Hey, Tim. Now you're the elder.
Now I'm the elder. Great. That's not good. Not me being the elder.
Well, Scott, Dennis will sing to you later.
Oh, yeah.
He said he was going to personally sing to you.
Get the live version. Awesome. Well, Kathleen, I'm glad everything's been going good other than the weather. And
yeah.
It'll get better. It's going to get better. So, are you still thinking of going out this weekend? Are you going to try? Or?
Well, I have some adulting to do.
Okay.
But then next weekend is free and clear. So,
okay. So
we are going to do it.
Good. You're
definitely sure.
Good. I like to hear that. I know that makes you happy. So,
yes.
That's what we like to see. Kathleen in her happy place. For sure. Thank you, Kathleen, for being here tonight. And I'm sure you got your news tonight.
I do.
Awesome. With some awesome fun facts.
I have some fun facts.
Great.
Yes. Kind of like one big, long fun fact.
Okay. Cool.
But I throw in some other things.
Awesome. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Thank you for being here. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got our very own Mr. Shad Biffle. How are you, Shad?
Pretty good, even though I'm just the other half.
The other... Well, you are the other half.
He's Shadleen.
You're still the other half of
You
the
get punched, don't you?
Biffles.
If you hear a big... Oh, sorry.
How's your week been going, my friend?
It's been okay. It's looking back at, memories of previous years of us being out and not getting to be out kind of really stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, Facebook.
Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, we've made the best out of it, and checked out a couple new shows to watch on Netflix, such as we just watched one episode of, was it Aussie Gold Hunters or something?
Aussie Gold Hunters, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the nuggets they find.
Uh-oh.
They're not nuggets, they're boulders.
That just makes you want to go to Australia and meet up with Taz and them and go play around.
Yep.
That's going to be the next Cronies Club outing, right?
Yep. We're going to Australia.
Yeah, which sponsor's going to pay for it for everybody, for all the cronies to come and be flown out? Is that Taz? Is he going to bring us all out there?
Maybe that's the trick.
Some cronies.
It could be. And we can go out there and look for Australian nuggets. Yeah, that would be sweet.
That would be. I'd even try metal detecting if I could find a nugget like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You would hear it go off with nuggets like that, right? You would know.
Yes, and I could find it easier.
Yeah. A lot easier.
You can still find nuggets like that out here. They're just far and in between.
Yeah, not the size of your palm of your hand. You can't.
Sure, there's a chance of that still out here.
Yeah,
they're not all gone.
The Lost Dutchman found it all.
That's right. We heard the story.
Yeah.
We know the facts on the Dutchman. So, Shad, you got your metal prices, my friend?
I do, and there's been good movement this week on gold prices. Actually, all precious metal prices.
Cool.
So gold is staying strong. Went up $5. It's $1,352.
Wow.
Silver. Get ready for this, Tim.
I'm ready.
It has gone up 45 cents. It is now sitting at $17.21.
That's a huge jump for silver.
That is actually a huge jump.
Yeah.
If you look at the percentage, that's really, really good.
Well, it sounds like that article I read is coming into fruition.
It is.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here.
You heard it first on Prospectors Radio.
But I wasn't giving you investment advice.
That's right.
If she was to do that, she would give our address and tell you to send money here. But platinum is also up $7, coming back at $942.
Okay.
And palladium has exploded yet again. It is up $23 and sitting at $1,029.
That's another good jump too.
Yeah, that's a big jump. So
dang, their metal's moving. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. That gold price is looking real good too. Now, ain't it? 15?
It is.
Dang.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting factors behind it, but it's the dollar's kind of been weakened a little bit, but with all the stuff in the international markets and news going on, it's actually made gold really getting stable again. But
it's looking
Kathleen's talking to me about it. I can't remember her news, but still,
it's looking
pretty
good.
cool.
I am not.
I'm really excited about the silver.
I'm trying to get it organized.
I think it's stayed pretty stable around 1,300 here for quite some time.
Yeah, it really has.
It has. It's been staying right in that 13 area, so it's nice. I like seeing it. I love seeing silver making a move like that. It's coming. It's going to happen. So, what about special birthdays today, Shad?
Well, there's a ton of birthdays today.
You ready for it?
You look at the list, though, before you play.
All right, you tell me when.
It cuts off at the R's. So, Scott, I'm sorry. I can't announce it's your birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my little Swiftwater. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
And
you,
everybody else.
Happy
Thank you, Merlin.
birthday, Scott.
All right, and for everyone that's not little Scott,
Yeah.
happy birthday. We have Cheryl Capel, Cordell Kent, Dave Morton, Don Hutchinson, Gregory Grubbs, Holly Churchill, Jaffe Gurr, Jem C., Keith Donnelly, Mary Bossanek, Raymond Phillip Alcock, Robert, and Ronald Dudley. And if you have a name after that, I'm sorry, it didn't show because Tim hasn't expanded it like he said he
I
would.
forgot.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Today.
I forgot. Chad.
Tim will personally sing to you.
I will, if I do not expand it by the next birthdays, then it's yes, I will personally do it myself.
Message me for Tim's number, and he will sing you happy birthday over the phone tonight, all night long, as it
Well,
takes.
I sang the birthday song for Scott. Next, I owe him a dance.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
dance. That's right.
You get the special dentist dance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, does he ever.
Yes, he does. That is included with your birthday song, Scott. So, you can't have one without the other.
That is a lot of birthdays for today, though. That's pretty cool.
I will
Yeah,
expand that
something
list.
must have happened 9 months ago from today's
Must
date.
have been,
What-
yeah. What something in history. Maybe we should research that.
Probably like Sweetest Day or,
So-
Well, it was into the summer, hottest time of the summer, wasn't it?
I don't know.
could have been.
72, wasn't that when Vietnam guys come back?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, roughly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That could explain.
I am a product of the Vietnam War.
See,
I will say that.
that explains. That explains a lot of things with that year, right, Kathleen?
Yep.
Oh, mercy! You
I
guys.
was actually born in Thailand, but I was born an American citizen.
That's pretty cool, though. That you were.
I
born
thought that
in
was
Thailand.
kind of neat.
It is cool. I think it's awesome. You know, Kathleen's our Thai connection. Ain't you, Kathleen? Well, she. I don't know.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, mercy. Well, Shad, I'm glad you're here, buddy, and we want to thank you, as always, for all the hard work you do, my friend. Thank you for being here. Also joining us tonight, we got the birthday boy himself, our West Coast connection, Mr. Scott Swiftwater Toney. How are you, Scott?
Yay! I'm doing all right.
How's it-
Just got done with work and had to shove. There's a group of ladies that come in with a group on. I was like, ladies, it's got to be to go.
Oh, they were Grouponing it?
Yeah, I told her, I said, I'll make it real quick, but once you get it, you got to go. Got to go. She goes, okay, we'll do that. So I rushed them out and finally got the door locked because people kept coming in. I was like, oh, man. They won't stop. When you're wanting to do something, they won't stop. And if you were sitting here bored, nobody would come in.
I think they
So-
heard about your barbecue being so good on GPS radio.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think that's what it was.
could.
And they said, grab that Groupon and let's go.
It was really good.
They've been raving on it, Scott. So you know.
We do a lot of those Groupons here lately, but we still get the regular customers that come in and stuff like that, and special customers like Shad and Kathleen popping in. It's a pretty fun job. I still like it. It takes a lot of my hours and stuff, but I'm not doing anything anyway, so why not?
Hey, Scott, hang on 1 second, okay? I want to bring in this special caller real quick. All right, caller. This is our buddy Shannon Poe. How are you, Shannon?
I'm good, man. What did I win?
A barbecue sandwich from Swiftwater's Barbecue.
Nice. Thanks,
You're
Scott.
welcome. No problem.
I'll have
Hey,
it in the mail
Tim,
tomorrow.
just on a side note, I sent you an email. We've got something that was sent off a couple of days ago to you, so you should see that really soon.
Roger that. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
and it's not a naked picture of me. I know that's what you wanted, but no.
I know I needed it. An autographed naked picture, though, not just...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Hang it up here in the studio. What's happening, Shannon?
So how are you guys all doing?
Well,
trying to stay warm.
Yeah.
I saw
It's Ohio
Kathleen
and
and
it's snowing
Shad
in
transporting fish in a bag in the back of a truck or something. Why do you guys hate fish?
It's like they got a
I
vendetta.
know, I'm abusing the fish.
Was that what is that what Scott was putting on the barbecue, or was that for some other purpose? No, hey, I'll get to this, guys, because I only have a brief amount of time. We've been really, really, really super busy. I'll give you a quick update on our taser incident lawsuit with the Forest Service. We've been talking about that for, good golly, it's been over 3 years now. Mm-hmm. But as you know, we filed a federal lawsuit, and surprisingly, it would appear as if the Forest Service is willing to sit down and talk to us about how they can, make this horrible situation go away. Mm-hmm. So there you go. They really don't want a lot of publicity to this, so we fully expect to probably do some settlement discussions here coming up shortly. So that, I think it's obviously going to turn out quite well for the guys that were impacted. And anyway, it's just holding government accountable. But really, what we should talk about is SB 1222, which we went to the state capitol, and we had a Senate hearing on Monday, and we've posted the video on that, by the way, on our AMRA's American Mining Rights Facebook page. If anybody wants to see me talking in front of senators, actually wearing a suit, I know, it's a cross between George Clooney and Brad Pitt. I understand that. I'm already getting TV calls and stuff like that, but I'm so busy devoting my life to small mining that I don't have time for movies right now. So, all of those producers listening, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pass. Right. But anyway, so we presented the argument, and there's some important things, guys, that we really need to talk about here so everybody understands. Okay. And that is what they did in California with Senate Bill 637 was they essentially changed the language in the Department of Fish and Game regulations that, it's the actual law enforcement manual that states anything mechanized or motorized in the state is now considered a suction dredge. So what you'll see in the video is me explaining to them how a track wheelchair that a disabled veteran uses to get to the river is now considered a suction dredge. A generator that you use in the desert at night with a dry washer is a suction dredge because it's mechanized. The dry washer itself, which isn't around any fish or fish habitat, is a suction dredge. And we are representing two gentlemen right now up on the Trinity River in California here. One of them was cited for actually running a sluice box and a garden spoon to dig the gravel out. A sluice and a garden spoon. Confiscated his equipment, cited him, and he has a court date on the 24th. We've hired an attorney for him. We're representing him, and we're going to get the case dismissed. But that's what it came to. Mm-hmm. So the testimony that we gave is that this is a prohibition on mining because, Tim, you'll hear me say in there, and it's very important, the language that we used when we presented this, is that you're going to hear people say today that, panning is still legal. Panning has never been a mining method. It's a prospecting method, and it's a method that you use at the end of the day to clean out your sluice, your concentrates.
Right. Exactly.
And under the 1872 Mining Act, which is a grant that Congress actually ceded all of their authority and their power to the mining claim owners, to the miner himself. And so they can't change that. Okay. That's why the Mining Act is so difficult for them to attack. It's like a land grant that they gave to the Indian reservations. You can't pull that back. Right. So as a part of that, and you'll hear on the videos that I talk about, this was either intentional, it was either inadvertent or it was intentional. And if it's intentional, then it's a de facto prohibition on all forms of mining. And that's what really spooked them. Plus, we had a hell of a big turnout. So without giving too much away, Senator Ben Allen, who was the one that passed the bill, was in the office of our senator at 7:30 the next morning, waiting patiently in the waiting room for him to discuss how we could correct all of the language to make all of these other things legal again, including high bankers.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, so that is quite a monumental step. And although we haven't completed the process because I still have to go back to the Capitol and then start working out the language with the senators, and then they'll have to do an amendment. It'll go to the Senate floor, and then we'll... So once again, what's going to happen is all of this equipment that everybody has been told has been illegal for going on 3 years now is going to be legal very, very soon.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
That is
so
great, man. It's
been a lot of work, man. Trust me.
I can imagine.
There's a lot of, it's just I'm so sick of tyranny, and it's time that, I think that the very first time I met you guys is I said it's time that we go on offense, and I'm sick and tired of playing defense, and that's exactly what we're doing. We have some other things slated that are going to be coming up fairly soon, but I think I'm going to let those be a surprise to those that it affects.
All right, until you're ready to spring it on us.
Yeah,
we like
that. Anyway. And when we do that, I will call you and come right on the show, and we'll tell everybody else what we're doing. But I think what we've got planned here going forward, I think is going to make everybody really happy, and so I'm just sick of it.
I know.
Sick of
you
it.
could tell you are, and I think everybody else is too. And I've seen a couple of the pictures, and I seen you in the suit, and I seen that the place looked crowded. So yes, you definitely had a great turnout for that. That's awesome that the prospectors and miners came out to support you guys and everything. So very cool. I haven't seen the video though yet. Now I have to watch the video.
Yeah, we just put it up a little while ago, so it's up there. But yeah,
nice. But seeing you
can hear my barbecue in the background.
Oh, barbecue! Oh man,
my Traeger.
Living the dream.
Making my wife pork chops tonight. I haven't really been around much for the last several weeks, and I leave tomorrow morning to go pack the trailer, and then we head for Vegas for the Vegas show.
Okay.
I leave early Friday morning, so I was hoping you guys were going to go there.
We would have liked to. Now, quick question, though. Are you doing the Amber raffle from Ed in Vegas, or like you did last year? Or?
Well, we wanted to, and we had an agreement to do that, and the GPA has decided not to do that.
Okay.
So, no, not this year.
All right, buddy. Just we was wondering if we needed to promote for you, so, yeah.
Yeah, we would have contacted you long ago about that had we been doing that, but I wish we were, Tim. That obviously helped us out immensely, and I just don't think that the timing is really good for the GPAA. They've got a lot of other things on their plate, and anyway,
yeah,
so
no problem.
One of those things.
Yeah, I know everybody enjoyed that. They love the Amber raffle, so that's why I figured I'd ask. And if you got it coming up, let us know.
Well, guys, we're only like 6 weeks away, I think, from myself and Jimbo and Big Tom Mitchell and about 9 other buddies of mine from going to Alaska to go run the 10-inch, the 8-inch, and 3 6s for 14 days.
Are you getting excited as it's growing closer?
I am, and I'm pretty pumped about it. We're slowly picking up a couple of things here and there, and we're taking our own masks because we've got pretty nice Ocean Reef full face masks, and I don't like things stuck in my mouth. I know Shad does; he kind of enjoys that, but I don't like having things and have to open my mouth really wide unless it's for a dentist.
It's on.
So, was that my out loud voice?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was. Oh, damn it. No, but we're getting pretty pumped, man, and we're thinking in conservative numbers, we're pretty sure we're going to pull probably 50 ounces.
Oh, my gosh.
There's some ground that we know of because I have an old-time buddy of mine. He's 74. He used to dredge up there in the 80s with an 8-inch dredge, and they were on ounce an hour stuff with an 8-inch, and we're in the same spot.
Wow.
So if we can pull, if we get to areas where we're pulling an ounce an hour, we're going to come back with
Yeah.
Probably 10 pounds of gold.
Oh, gosh.
But or more. But anyway, it's kind of funny is that Gay Richardson, this is my old buddy, he was in his 40s, and they would go and they would dredge for like 3 days and pull 5 pounds of gold, and then they would go into chicken and sit in the bar and get drunk and, chase women and everything for a week until they ran out of gold and, spent it all on women and alcohol. And then they go back and dredge for 3 days, and he did that for 2 years.
Wow. That's
what a life. What a life.
That is cool, though.
Pretty
Man,
cool.
I hope you guys do that well. That would be awesome,
Just don't waste your money on women.
The cool thing is that we have found that we have a satellite phone up there.
Okay.
And we have satellite internet. So we're going to do live broadcasts, hopefully on our Facebook page, nightly of our cleanups. The problem is it doesn't get dark until 2 a.m.
Right.
So we're going to dredge as long as we have light. So we might be doing a Facebook Live thing at 2 a.m. Alaska time, 5 a.m. your time.
Right.
And, it may be a 2-pound cleanup.
That's sweet. Well, we'll be watching for that for sure, too. So, definitely.
But what's cool, buddy, is we may actually call you from Alaska.
That'd even be cool, too. Go for it.
How cool would that be?
That would be awesome. Yeah, definitely do.
Well, we're gonna try to do that. So it sounds like we may actually have that option.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have. Do you have audio video capabilities on your computer to get that on the radio program? Like if I called you on Skype or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, then we can do that because we have satellite internet, so we know that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the satellite audio calls do work. That's how they communicate with home. So,
all right,
problem. Well, let's plan it.
Okay.
We'll be on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, man, let us know. Yeah, and have fun. If we don't talk to you before then, you guys have a blast, and we'll be thinking about you and. Get that gold, brother.
Yeah, well, we'll talk before then. But guys, I hate to say this, but I got to run. And you know what? Maybe when we get back from Vegas in another week or two, I'll reach out to you, and we'll see if we can't jump back on and talk about where we're at then with Senate Bill 1222. And then by then, we'll probably be able to talk about some of these other really cool things that we're working on. So
nice. Look forward to it, brother. Thank you, Shannon.
Sounds good.
All right, enjoy your pork chops.
Scotty,
have fun in Vegas.
It's nice talking to you. All right, guys. Hey, anyway, we'll talk to you real soon.
All right.
See you later.
Bye, Shannon.
Good luck.
Bye, buddy. Very cool. All right. Shannon Poe, everybody. All right, Scott. We were talking to you.
Yeah.
Birthday boy.
No, I hope he does pretty good up there. That'd be interesting to see what they do.
Great. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
So everything's good on your birthday then? You had a good birthday, my friend?
Yeah, it's just been, but not doing anything, but just working. But I'm going to go back home here tonight, and I think she said she's got dinner ready or getting it cooking or something, and then I'll probably do something there. I don't know.
Nice.
Playing it kind of by ear.
Well, happy birthday one more time, youngster.
All right.
And thank you for being here, Scott.
You got it.
All right.
I was going to say I was going to talk about some gold pants tonight a little bit, but I don't know what the time's going to be because we had the callers. But
we'll just
play it by ear.
By ear, right? Awesome.
You got it.
All right, cool. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, our little buddy, the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Dennis Dayton. How are you, Dennis?
Man, do we have enough time for me now? Or
I might be able to squeeze you in. Well, I think we can squeeze you in. All
right, we're done. Next.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. What's happening, Dan?
Not a whole lot. I'm going to be, and I wanted to let everybody know, one of the guys on the other that works 4 to 12 shift, he's got some things going on. So I'm going to trade. I'm basically going to be trading him for about a month. So that actually knocks me out of the Wednesday show for about a month.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep. So
jeez, we'll miss you.
They work with me on things that I have to do. So when it's they scratch my back and sometimes I have to scratch theirs. So
that's the way it works. We understand. We'll miss you. Yeah. But we know you'll be listening. And you'll call in.
Oh yeah.
Well, you still call in and sing happy birthday though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
as long as we get that.
I'm going to try to work it around to where I can take my break around the time the show's on, so at least I can be on for some time.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, like we usually do. when you're off. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
We'll
That'll
make it work. For sure, like we always do. It works.
Well, and it works out. It works out good for me too because hopefully the mushrooms will really be popping in a week or two, and that just it gives me more time to about 6-8 hours to prospect during the day before I go into work. So I mean, I get home at midnight because I only live like 2 minutes away from work. I get a good night's sleep, get up, and go prospect.
There you go. You sounds like you got a plan already.
Oh yeah.
Because it's going to be warming up, so you'll be fine, right?
I'm going to take advantage of it while I'm on 4 to 12. And
well, yeah, why not?
How about Memorial Weekend? Will that be all done with?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. You have to find out. Let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm supposed to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off on Memorial Weekend.
Either way,
so
right. So you should be okay, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, if I have to work, if I'm still on, I'm sure I will be on second shift. That means I probably just leave Friday morning, head out there, as long as I don't have to work.
Good. Well, as long as we'll figure it out, right?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday,
Somebody
Saturday,
special.
Sunday. Yeah, right, Scott?
Oh, you got something special coming when I see you, buddy.
Yeah. Can't have one without the other, can he, Dennis?
And I'm hopefully have my special effects guy, Shad Biffle, taping it.
You got it.
I love it. My special effects guy. Never heard of that one before. My special effects guy.
Shad, the special effects guy.
Or if anything else, I just send it to Shad, and I'm sure he can do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well, you better believe it.
Did you see what that Crunchies Club posted on Facebook? That video?
That what posted?
The Cronies Club person.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. Did you see it, Scott?
No.
Oh.
I haven't. Like I said, I don't get on the Facebook or anything until I'm on my computer, so I haven't seen it. Why? What was it about?
Oh, you'll just have to see. It's something we can't really explain, but I think we'll make sure
it's
that
probably going to be a birthday present, kind of similar.
Very similar. Yeah.
Oh, you mean you ain't talking about the dance, are you?
No, it's not a dance. It's not a dance. No. You'll see it.
It's just a little belly on belly action.
Okay, yeah, I see.
The funniest part of that whole thing is when David gets, when it's all done, he flexes his muscle like, yeah, I'm the man. I laugh every time I see that.
David Bogan. Is he on tonight?
I don't know.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He'll be popping in, I'm sure. Very cool. So anything?
But I feel good.
Anything else happening, brother?
Just I'll be glad to get these dang tours. Because Kevin, I used to, when I was on night shift, I worked with Kevin. And so he took vacation this week. So I'm working 12s every day this week.
Man.
But I tell you one thing, I am going to be prospecting this weekend at Gatesville.
Oh, are you? Okay. You going down with Corey?
Well, I'm hoping he can make it down. All I know is we don't have any rain in the forecast. That water's going to be down, and I've got some gravel bars that I am definitely going to be getting at.
Oh, okay. So no rain.
Hey, how was that gravel bar that you did the video on when the water was coming up? Did you hit that any?
When the water was, you mean? Yeah, I tested. Well, it's actually I got a video up on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, we just tested, little, pan here and there, and yep, there's a flake, there's a flake, there's a flake. So, oh yeah, it's on.
It's on.
I was gonna say I'd eat that thing up.
That's
like
the one.
cake.
That's the one.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
get,
I plan on hitting it hard and heavy.
That's the one you're going after, ain't it, Dan?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be skimming the top of that whole bar.
There you go. Well, I'm glad. Let us know, man. If you go, well, I know you'll do a Facebook Live, so we'll know.
Oh, I'll do a live.
Yeah,
I have
we'll
video and
okay.
Oh yeah,
cool, brother. Cool. Well, man, thank you for being here. Always great times when Dennis is around.
How are you doing, Tim? That's the real question. How are you doing?
Oh, fine and dandy. I'm here and in good spirits, except for the crap weather. Other than that, man, I'm good.
You got plan on going out this weekend, or you got a honeydew list?
I still got another honeydew list.
Oh no!
I got to finish my last week honeydew list, I think, and then
you're probably having withdrawals, not washing it. Probably, I would imagine that car's going to get washed.
Oh, if possible, if it's as nice as you're saying, the suds will be a flying. I might get out there and do a little Dennis Dayton car wash action. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know what? That makes me want to come up there and help you do a car wash.
So you're going to be topless, Tim, huh?
Belly shirt.
Car wash.
Yeah.
Belly shirt. You're going to, sprawl yourself over the dash.
Like Dennis.
Hey, that sounds like that would be a good fundraiser, Tim. We have a crony club car wash, and I'll be the washer.
There's right. Oh, there you go. That's a great idea.
It's a calendar picture.
Yeah, there you go. That's it though for me, Dan. Just the usual, the honeydew list and the honey don't list, and it would be nice to get a haircut, but who knows? We shall see. No creek time, though. Not yet. I got to wait a little longer. Maybe the following weekend. I don't know. I don't know yet. I got to finish my dredge.
Maybe the following week, if it's nice, you come down and we'll go hit that spot.
All right. Well, let me talk to the missus and see what's going on. And when is the following weekend? What's that date anyway? Is that like May something then already? In 2 weeks? Is that going to be May? I think it is.
Look here real quick. It only take me a second to bring this up. Calendars.
Well, this weekend is the 21st, so Saturday. The following Saturday is the 28th.
Okay, so almost the first one. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll see.
All right.
Then the following Saturday is the 5th.
Okay. So, we got 3 weeks till May. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But I'll let you know, definitely. Thank you there, Danny. Appreciate it. And I want to thank all you guys for being here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with some Kathleen Biffle dredging up the news.
Right.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone. April 18th, 2018. 2018.
2018.
Yes. All right, so I'll start off with a story. Researchers at the Sandia National Laboratories in Albuquerque, they're using ultrasonic waves to strip gold from SIM cards. In a report by ABC, chemist Dale Huber said that even though many different research groups are trying to recover gold from electronic waste, in most cases they've been using environmentally unfriendly techniques like separating gold from other components by boiling off the mercury and letting the fumes go in the air. Well, to avoid such practices, Huber's team is submerging SIM cards in water and blasting it with ultrasonic waves. This process evidently creates bubbles that collapse, and when they do, they can shoot out a jet that hits the surface and actually physically breaks off pieces of gold. So the researchers are still in the process of refining the new method. However, the idea is to develop the technology into a larger scale operation. Could you imagine?
That'd be cool. You know,
That is.
have you ever looked at like SIM cards, Kathleen, seen that little bit of gold? And
Yeah, but not enough to where I would want to,
you'd need
pan
like,
it.
you'd need like 1 billion of them, but it's like just the process. If it would work on other electronic products like computer circuit boards and stuff, it could be very interesting process.
And it sounds. I mean, it's just water, right?
Right.
It's not,
You're not using all these chemicals. Yeah, I like it. Heck
I
yeah.
think that was a pretty
That's
neat
a cool
story.
one. Yes, thank you. I like that.
All right, another story, and I always have to say this. In no way am I giving you investment advice. So I am not a licensed professional. All right, so the story is, an analyst with Hayward Securities, they reviewed and analyzed Liberty Gold Corporation and the company's recent drill results from its Idaho project. In an April 11th research note, analyst Mick Carew with Hayward Securities reported that Liberty Gold released final data from drilling done at its Black Pine project. They successfully confirmed and expanded historical results next to historic pits and established targeted areas. The results also demonstrate exploration potential beneath the limit of shallow historical drilling. Yeah, so I guess I remember reporting something about this last year, but that's when Liberty began doing this. It's 13 holes, about a mile deep.
Mm-hmm.
And they tested an area which is about 7 miles, and that was their targeted, just based on past findings.
Okay.
So, upcoming reasons for Liberty are drill results for this good news are the drill results from another of its projects, Gold Strike, which is expected throughout the year in advancement of Gold Strike to a preliminary economic assessment decision, which is likely to happen in Q2 of 2018. We are now in quarter 2. So,
Gotcha.
Haywood has a buy rating. I didn't tell you to buy.
No.
Haywood may be licensed. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing.
Possibly.
A buy rating on Liberty Gold, whose stock is trading today around 42 cents a share.
Really?
Yep.
Bye. No.
Yepers. But you didn't. I'm not giving you advice.
Right. In no way, shape, or form. Or just
That's right. I am
Kathleen
not
giving
a
you
licensed
advice.
professional. All right. Well, that brings us to global news. In Jalalabad region in southern Kyrgyzstan, 15 people have been arrested over a protest at a gold mining site that turned violent. Mm-hmm. Thousands of residents of the Tuguz-Toro district on April 10th, they demonstrated against plans to build a new gold processing facility near the town of Kazarman. So the protesters, they set several buildings on fire. Yeah, I guess these buildings were connected to the Kira's Chinese joint venture called Macmao GL Developing.
Okay.
So those are the buildings they caught on fire. Oh, and they threw stones at the police.
Jeez.
Yeah. So their prime minister fired the district governor on April 12th. He fired the district governor on April 12th for failing to prevent this unrest. So several of Kira's lawmakers have called for a thorough investigation and accused local authorities of mishandling the conflict that had been brewing for some time. So that's that.
Interesting.
Okay. This is kind of interesting. This is really interesting.
Okay.
A medieval treasure was unearthed on a German island by a 13-year-old and an amateur archaeologist. The treasure is believed to belong to King Harald Bluetooth. He is the Danish ruler who actually inspired the name for Bluetooth technology.
Wow.
That's kind of neat.
That is cool.
So they made this discovery while hunting with metal detectors. They were in the Rügen, which is Germany's largest island. It's in the Baltic Sea. So anyway, something shiny caught their eye. They thought it was a piece of foil, but on closer look, they revealed that it was actually a piece of silver.
Wow.
So after they dug some more and they got some help from professional archaeologists, the team uncovered artifacts including braided necklaces. They had pearl brooches, a Thor's hammer, rings, and up to 600 chipped coins, including more than 100 that date to Bluetooth's era.
Wow.
So the amateur archaeologist, his name was Rene Schoen, and the 13-year-old treasure hunter was named Luca Malashinsko. It's really long. It's a really long name.
Okay.
Luca. They actually found this hoard in January, but they've only recently joined the regional archaeology group to excavate about 4,300 square feet of the area to see what other treasures are laid buried.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy, I would too.
That's pretty cool.
Wonder if they'll get to keep it or if it'll all wind up in the museum.
Well, let me see if it tells. I don't think it tells you, but it does go. The article did go on to say, why is this treasure so great?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it belonged to the Danish king Harald Gormson, more commonly known as Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
He ruled from about 958 AD to 986. And he likely earned his nickname because of a discolored tooth. He actually had a blue tooth.
Oh my God. Bluetooth.
Oh my goodness. I guess this is a kind of a fun fact too.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Well, Bluetooth he was known for bringing Christianity to Denmark. This was in the 10th century. He's also credited with uniting, which is modern-day Norway, Germany, Sweden, and Denmark under his rule.
Mm-hmm.
So this inspired Intel's Jim Kardak to name the tech service in honor of Bluetooth in 1997.
That's weird.
So, and the reason why was the new technology would unify communication protocols, just like King Harald did by unifying Scandinavia.
Okay, makes sense.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, it is neat. Makes sense, too. Bluetooth.
But more to come on that. The oldest find they said in there was a coin that dated 714 AD.
Wow.
And the youngest was a penny from 983 AD.
That is an awesome find.
Yeah.
Very cool. Like that.
But I thought that was an interesting story. So I guess,
definitely.
Back then, if you're afraid of losing power, if you're a ruler or whatever, I guess they would bury caches and stuff.
Yeah, they just buried it, I guess.
Hoping
they
go back
did.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
They did that even in the Civil War.
Yeah, just bury it.
So
They did that, in the gold rush.
oh yeah.
All right. Another global story. This is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It reported the death of at least 40 people. This was following a landslide at an artisanal gold mine. The accident is said to have taken place in the town of Nyang, located in the eastern province of South Kivu. According to witnesses, the armed forces and traditional chiefs in the area, as well as other groups, are helping in the emergency and have been unable to recover 6 bodies. If the accident is confirmed, it would be the deadliest in the area. Back in December 2016, 20 artisanal miners were killed in the Fizi district following the collapse of a quarry caused by heavy rains.
Mm-hmm. Man, dangerous.
Telling you.
All right, another story. This is Toronto. This is Toronto Canadian mining magnate Peter Munk. He is credited for building Barrick Gold Corporation, and he started this from a single mine and now is one of the world's largest producer of gold. Well, he has died at the age of 90, and this happened last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Peter Munk was quoted as saying that getting old was not for sissies. He was evidently really generous. He donated millions to healthcare and universities in the Toronto area and Israel. Munk built Barrick Gold Corporation in 1983. Of course, it's one of the dominating global mining industries today. Mm-hmm. He knew nothing about mining when he bought his first mine in 1983. And his first mine produced 3,000 ounces of gold and $1 million in revenue, which is like pennies compared to what he's earning now.
Sure.
He was born in Budapest. He was fleeing Hungary when it was invaded by Nazi Germany in 1944. And he has been said that he owes Canada a tremendous obligation to repay the debts because they took him in, and as well as 13 of his other members of his family after the World War II. They arrived with zero to offer, no skills, no money, no contribution, but with our hands out. And to give and to do what I can to help the country to repay this country is never enough, is what he said.
Oh, see, that was great of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was.
Yeah, so 90 years old. Whew.
Lived a good life.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us to our fun facts.
Fun facts.
All right. So, I've talked about ghost towns before, but have you ever thought of owning your own ghost town?
Nope. Never crossed my mind.
So I looked into it, and I was like, well, if you buy one, you could definitely declare yourself as sheriff or mayor, or even the king.
Yes, you could.
That would be like one reason, right?
Yes, I'm Mayor Kathleen.
I guess this happens more often than not, just to name a few. In Johnsonville, Connecticut, I know this is the East Coast, but a 64-acre property, ghost town, sold for $1.9 million, and this was back in October.
That's not bad.
$1.9 million, yeah.
For a whole town? Not bad, right?
It's ghost town, though.
Okay. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with it, ghost town.
Right, and we're going to talk about that. In Woodside, Utah, a desert town with a railroad that, is really like right out of the images of the Wild West. It's actually still for sale, though I didn't see for how much. So Utah, you can buy one there.
Okay. In
Beaufort, Wyoming, back in 2015, the town had a population of 2. Well, this town sold for $900,000.
Oh, that's better yet. Huh.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, what does it take to own a ghost town? Well, just the financial backing, if you could get that, and a dose of a little imagination, you could have one.
Mm-hmm.
And if the idea of writing your own charter, creating a tourist destination, or even owning a piece of history is appealing, well, tonight let's entertain that thought.
Okay.
Seneca, formerly known as North Fork, it is actually a 12-acre plot of land in Plumas County, California. Still standing are a number of cabins, a working gin distillery that comes with a liquor license,
Wow.
one of the oldest restaurants in the area, and even a defunct opium den. Evidently, this still exists within the mine built by the Chinese workers. This can be yours for just $250,000. I know that sounds a lot, but it's actually $225,000.
That's
Yeah, where was
affordable.
that at again?
Plumas County, California. It's called Seneca. It was formerly known as North Fork.
That's affordable.
Yeah, but it's in California.
I know, but it's affordable.
Yeah. Well, evidently, the largest gold nugget discovered in Seneca was 43 ounces in weight. And with today's gold prices, that's worth about $414,000, which you can buy a second ghost town if you want it.
Right. That's right.
Or a fully stocked opium den.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, one or the other.
Good God.
One or the other.
Oh my gosh. So, what does it take to own your own ghost town? Well, first, make sure that you're up for the job. A ghost town may not seem like the right fit for most. You may not think you have the right tools or experience for the job, but typically ghost towns aren't that exclusive. Many people have liked the idea of owning a town, being the sheriff, judge, and executioner.
Mm-hmm.
But what you really need to decide is your vision of a perfect town or a tourist destination. Several ideal owners would be: first is a buyer who has an imagination to make it into a tourist destination. Another would be probably a movie production company who can use and lease the area for sets in movies.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you've got your Western history enthusiast who would just enjoy the history. Which that would be me.
There you go, right. Sounds like the place.
Yes. So, 2, be prepared to pay for this if you're going to get this, because not many people will finance a ghost town.
Right.
If you're going to buy it, you got to buy the whole thing. Most owners are not looking to sell piece by piece. They want to sell the whole town.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a bulk sale to use the funds to reinvest, or selling one by one just doesn't allow for that. And as a result, the entire town is typically sold as a single parcel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you could finance something like that.
I think it sounds cool, though.
The different rules, I don't think so.
I think you need cash.
That's definitely a unique property.
It is.
I would say so.
There you go.
Although in Arizona, what Shad and I have found that there's a lot of unique properties. The crazy things people do to their houses.
Really?
Just think, if all of us listening to the show, all the cronies and members of the site, if we all pool our money together, we could all own a stake in a ghost town.
That's
And we'll call it
Crony
we can
Town.
name it whatever.
Go Prospector Space
Town.
It's real.
And Shad will be the sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff Shad.
Tim will be the mayor. Dennis will be the executioner. Or-
Actually, that's good, because, you torture them to death.
Yeah. Yeah, we
With all
just
the belly rubbing.
have our own.
Oh,
We
man.
have our own town. That'd be cool. A ghost town.
Swiftwater, you're the cook.
Yeah, he's a,
You're the barbecue
You're the
guy.
barbecue guy.
You're running the saloon.
The saloon owner.
mm-hmm. There you go. I like that. That'd be
I
neat.
won't say what you are then.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Don't even say shady lady.
I think it'd be the coolest to own a ghost town. The price is
I think it
affordable.
would.
And,
If I just had so much money.
oh, right, that it's like, oh, I'll buy that.
See? Razor's the town drunk, he said. So there you go.
That's right. I like
Bruce
that.
Custer said we would call our ghost town Shadleen, Arizona.
That's got a nice ring to it.
I think so.
It does. I'm going to head up to Shadleen, Arizona on vacation. I like it. It does got a ring to it.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to buy a ghost town, you need to have you have to, be realistic too, right?
Right.
It sounds great, but like we were just talking about, they don't really have a lot in common with your average newly built residential neighborhood.
No.
So when you buy, you're committing. Many buildings inside a ghost town aren't inhabitable, so they'll be, when they assess the value, they'll just call it salvage buildings. And if you plan on moving right away, you'll probably spend more than a few nights in a sleeping bag, but the entire town.
Right.
Which I wouldn't mind at all.
You own the town. It's your town.
Right. My town.
That's right.
That'd be something.
It would be cool. Parking.
So if you're looking, also find spots off the grid. Finding a ghost town isn't as easy as finding a home. So you're not going to find it on Zillow.
Oh, darn.
There's not a website, Ghost Towns for Sale?
I think there may be. When I was Googling, there are real estate brokers who will track that down for you. So,
I'm sure they will for that commission.
Oh, sure. That's a
yes.
Sweet commission on a ghost town sale.
Oh, man. We should tell our realtor, okay, this is what we want. It's got to have this, this, and this. Oh, yeah. Did we mention? It's got to be in a ghost town.
Yeah. And that's what we're looking for. Call us when you find it.
Good luck with that. Oh, goodness. So, oh, sorry.
Oh, you're all right. Oh, excuse me.
One of the dogs ran into the door. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I mean, there's different... They offer other steps to, if you're looking to buy a ghost town. Mm-hmm. There's a few more. Do you want me to go through them, or do we have time? I mean, I want to keep time. And
go ahead. I think we got time. We're still... Okay.
Okay. So, we already talked about the financing aspect. Typically those are cash deals. Mm-hmm. So, if you're buying a ghost town, don't count on getting a deal. They're usually owned by private owners. And because they've got an emotional attachment to the property, they may not be willing to make you such a quick deal unless, they're leaving town or they're just afraid of the ghosts.
Right.
So
true. And it's like,
it'll be hard to find a good deal.
Sold.
And always, always, always be ready to investigate. Buying a ghost town, they say, isn't too different. I mean, you still work with a real estate agent. They show it to you. You make an offer, counter, blah, blah, blah. You want to make sure you get it surveyed. Make sure you check into the mineral rights.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yep.
Property.
Okay.
Yep. The process for renewing a town charter, check into that, which I don't know anything about that. Because a lot of it, depending on where you're at or where you want to buy this, they could have rules.
Sure.
Maybe they may have limitations on what you can put on that property, so you couldn't really probably buy it to mine gold on it. I don't know. Or turning into an open pit mine or something.
That'd be funny.
Which would be awful.
Grab your shovels, guys. Let's go.
We're digging.
But, this happens more often than not. And in spite of all those things, people do it. And here's an example of what someone did to a ghost town that they purchased. And Scott, you'll probably know all about it. There's a small hill between the Superstition Mountains and the Goldfield Mountains. It's the settlement of Goldfield. And it actually got its start in 1892 when they found a rich, high-grade gold in the area. And then soon a town would spring up. It sprang up in October 7th, 1893, when they officially announced their first post office. So the official find, along with the legend of the Lost Dutchman mine that we talked about last week, this led a lot of miners to the area. So, in no time, this town just grew, and they had 3 saloons, a boarding house, a general store, a brewery, a blacksmith shop, butcher shop, and a school.
Dang, that town grew.
And for 5 years, this town boomed. It reached the population of 1,500. The bustling days of gold fields were quickly dashed when the vein of gold ore started to play out, and the grade of ore dropped even more. 5 years after it began, the town found itself quickly dying. Miners moved on, in the post office was discontinued November 2nd, 1898. Okay. However, that's when they officially became a ghost town. People still prospecting clung on to the area, hoping to find the lost Dutchman mine or maybe, another vein. Mm-hmm. They tried to reopen the existing mines, but all attempts were unsuccessful until a man named George Young, who was the Secretary of Arizona and the acting governor, arrived in the first decade of the 20th century. He brought in new mining methods and equipment to recover the ore, and then the town slowly became alive again. Suddenly, a mill was built, as well as a cyanide plant. A second post office was established on June 8th, 1921, and the new town was called Youngsburg. However, again, just after 5 years, the gold was gone. The post office discontinued on October 30th, 1926, and the town died again. Wow. That's kind of weird to see a town do that. Mm-hmm.
Be alive twice and die twice.
Mm-hmm. Right, and actually it's a town that will not die because in 1966, a Robert Shoes, he's been a long-time ghost town mining and treasure hunter enthusiast. He made his trip out to the Superstition Mountains and he fell in love. He moved to Mesa, Arizona in 1970 and began the dream of owning his own ghost town. So he's heard of the old, he had heard of Goldfield, but when he inspected, he found little left over than just, a few foundations and some shacks. He and his wife located another 5-acre site that was once the location of the original mill, and they decided to rebuild the town. They purchased it, and in 1984, they reconstructed the town basically, and including the mining tunnel. And they opened for business as a tourist destination in 1988.
Man.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I guess it's still open.
Oh,
There's a lot of authentic buildings, mining tours. There's a railroad, and I guess there's a small railroad still in operation. They have shops, buildings, including a brothel, a bakery, leatherworks, a jail, a livery, and more.
Wow. Huh. Scott, you never been out there?
What's that?
You've never been out there?
Out there?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar to me, but
man, you need to check it out.
What's it called?
Goldfield.
Goldfield.
Mm-hmm. And it is located on the Superstition Mountains. What did I say? Oh, it's in between the Superstition Mountains and the Goldfield Mountains. Mm-hmm. The settlement was called Goldfield originally.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you need to check that out, Scott.
Well, I guess they even have people walking through the streets, kind of probably like Tombstone, I'm guessing.
Probably.
That's what I'm picturing.
Touristy type place now.
Yeah.
So.
But, it's still cool. Neat to see the old town.
Because it's been
around.
I will
Google it.
Google it. For sure. Google it.
And that is dredging up the news.
All right. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Man, that's a place you guys need to check out. I think it's been around
that long. I
wish I
had a bunch of money.
Oh, I know. Because we could buy the town, and then, like you said, we could just open up the old mines and see what we could do.
Well, if you would have won that Mega Millions,
I know.
That's true. Mm-hmm. This is true. But you got to play it to win it, I guess, right? Darn.
We won $20 on a scratch-off.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
That's a good win.
It is. Any win's
cha-ching.
Yeah, cha-ching. Any win's a good win. That's what I say.
As long as you didn't spend over 20 to get it.
Right. True.
Yeah.
It's a $5 ticket.
Spent 50. I won 20. Win. No, I don't even.
Probably. In the long run, though, we do spend more money than what we win.
Yeah, but
it's the entertainment, right?
Right, it's the entertainment value. You're right. That's.
Hey, someone's got to win, right?
Yeah, I'd rather it be one of us so we could buy that ghost town.
Yeah.
And we could just all move down there and we'd be good to go. I just heard the blues. Was that coming from
Scott?
Where did you...
Was that you, Scott?
Yes,
that was hilarious.
That was my telephone.
Oh, mercy. So, Scott, next week, Scott's going to be talking about what, Scott, next week?
Gold pans.
Gold pans. Very cool.
The different pans and the different ways you'd use them and the different places and why you'd probably want to be doing it that way. Not saying that it is the way to do it. Mm-hmm. I just, I got my experience with tons and tons and tons of pans, and it seems like the more pans that there are, they're all meant to do the same thing, but it's what you want to run and what the size and how much and everything weighs into that. So,
are you going to have like any specialty pans for out in the desert?
Arizona pans?
No, I don't think there's going to be any Arizona pans.
Like a pan that will pan without water.
Oh yeah.
You could
dry
you could make
panning,
stuff.
Scott.
Right? Yeah, you could dry pan, but that's
hard.
Yeah, it is. It is hard.
They make it look easy in the video, don't they?
Yes, they do, and it ain't that easy.
And that one video that I can't remember who had it out, but yeah, it's dry panning.
Jeff Williams had one out.
Oh, did Jeff have one too? Oh, he did. Yeah. Yes, he
did. If you're in good enough gold like Jeff is, he knows where the bigger pieces are and stuff, and he could probably find it. But he could dry pan that pretty easy. The stuff that I find, it's pretty hard to dry pan that.
Hey Scott, are you getting rid of your beast dredge?
Yep.
You are. Uh-oh.
Yes, I am.
Any hits on her yet?
No, I haven't had anybody say anything about it or message me. But I'm just playing it by ear. It's just sitting in the garage, and I'd rather see somebody that could actually take it out and use it and get things done. Go to Idaho or wherever and use that particular size dredge. It'd be better than just sitting around and collecting dust.
What is that again? A 6?
Yeah, 6-inch.
6-inch dredge, big boy. Ooh.
And the floats on it are really nice. Motors and stuff are really nice. The box, it's a box.
Right.
It's got a double stage on it. I think the smaller goes down below, and the high stuff goes across the top. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's got a lot of hose to it. I think 30 feet, I guess. Yeah. So, but yeah, those pumps and motors, they're some big boys. They're awesome.
Yeah, so if anybody's looking for a 6-inch dredge, send Scott a message. He might have what you're looking for. Right, Scott?
You got it.
You never know, brother. Well, Scott, you have a great birthday, my friend. Enjoy your birthday cake and your birthday dinner, okay?
All right.
And I guess anybody else got anything? Dennis, Rich, Kathleen, Shad?
Nope.
I'll be back soon.
You will be back?
It'll be a little short break, but... those guys take care of me and when I need off and stuff, so
you'll start next Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna. It'll start Monday. He'll come in at 8:00, work 8 to 4, and then I'll be starting Monday. I'll work 4 to midnight.
Okay. So Wednesday.
As long as they don't schedule the weekend. Oh.
Okay. Well, starting this Wednesday, then Dennis might be absent a little bit, so everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He'll be popping in and out. So
popping in, yeah.
But you have to sing Happy Birthday,
Yeah.
I'll at least pop in for that.
Yeah.
See,
if anything else, be able to, for the intros and say hi, what's going on, and then because you've got your news and stuff anyway afterwards, which is awesome. So
so we're good. So that's what I said. Yeah. But you'll pop in and out, say hi to everybody. So very cool. Oh, yeah. Don't work too hard, Dennis, Kathleen, Shad, you guys either. Rich, you either. Scott, you either.
I know, right?
Everybody.
Oh, I got something, Timmy.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Be sure to click the giveaway tab on goldprospectorspace.com. The contest sponsored by Carolina Prospectors, the Mad Max Water Table. Looks like the deadline to enter is the 21st, so in just 3 days, and then we'll announce the winner on Sunday's show.
Sunday.
So check it out.
That's right. Oh, and I know we talked about it pre-show, but somebody mentioned about us getting on Spotify, so be watching for the show to be playing on Spotify coming up next. That'll be our next venue we're on, so it's in the works.
Next stop, Sirius XM.
That's right. We've covered everything else, so we got to get there. So for you Spotify users out there, somebody mentioned it to us, and we're making it happen.
Spotify.
Yeah, I do too. I love Spotify. It's awesome. So it'll be nice to hear the show on there, too. So, guess everybody, we're out of here. Have a great week. We will see everybody Sunday night. So, good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Thanks.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.